How to ace your medical residency interview. For some medical students, the residency interview is the most frightening part of the application. However, interviews are not designed to be scary, especially if you've prepared thoroughly. If you brainstorm thoughtful questions, anticipate the answers you'll be expected to provide, and spend plenty of time practicing, you'll arrive at your interview relaxed and ready. Don't think of your residency interview as a trial by fire. Instead, view it as an exciting opportunity to show the faculty members why you're a great candidate for their program. Part 1. Researching the residency program. 1. Dig for in-depth information about the programs you've applied to. Your interviewer will probably ask you why you're interested in their program. Thinking about your preferences and needs, and investigating how the program might or might not fulfill them, will allow you to answer this question thoughtfully. 2. Make a list of questions to ask. Even after researching your residency program, you may have lingering questions. If so, write them down and ask them during your interview, as well as any other questions you can think of. Though you're interviewing to be chosen for a specific residency program, the choice is yours as much as it is theirs. You will both rank your top choices during the matching process. Your interview is your best chance to find out if the program is a good fit for you. 3. Learn about your possible interviewer. Though you probably won't know who's going to interview you, investigate who the program director is, who the major faculty involved in the program are, and who the current residents are. There's a high chance you'll be speaking with some of those people. Part 2. Anticipating interview questions. 1. Reflect upon your motivation to study medicine. Interviewers will ask you why you're interested in your particular specialty, or even why you're interested in medicine in general. After many hard years of medical school, it can be difficult to recall why you started. Take some time to remember. 2. Review any rough spots in your resume and be prepared to explain them. Interviewers may ask you to explain perceived weaknesses in your academic or professional history, such as poor grades or lack of research experience. Brainstorm and rehearse possible explanations in case they do. 3. Read up on the current state of healthcare reform. You'll probably be asked a general question about healthcare policy, for instance, something along the lines of how do you think the healthcare system will evolve in the next 10-20 years? How will it affect how you practice medicine? Have an apolitical, well-informed response prepared. 4. Write down memorable learning experiences. Take some time to think about the most important moments in your medical career thus far. You may be asked to discuss pivotal moments, influential mentors, or any interesting and unusual cases you encountered. Jotting these experiences down will help you organize them in your mind so that they are easily accessible come interview day. 5. Reflect on your career goals. You may be asked where you see yourself in 5-10 years, or what you ultimately hope to accomplish in your medical career. Take some time to identify and think about on your aspirations, and be ready to discuss them at length. Part 3. Practicing for your interview. 1. Write out answers to potential questions. Brainstorm answers to common interview questions, and then write them out using sentences or bullet points. This can help you identify and recall important talking points if you're asked those questions in your interview. 2. Film yourself answering questions. Pick a tricky practice question, or think of an anecdote that you might be asked to share. Recite your answer or your story in front of a mirror while recording a video, or have a friend do it for you. When you go back and watch the film, you can easily pick out issues like poor posture and verbal tics, then work to improve them as you continue practicing. 3. Practice interviewing with another person. Find a friend who's already a medical resident and ask them to give you a mock interview, or enlist a friend or family member who's not a doctor and give them a list of practice questions to ask you. This will help you grow comfortable and familiar with the interview format. Part 4. Planning your trip to the interview site. 1. Prioritize and commit to your trip. You want to do everything you can to convey to the interviewers that there's nowhere you'd rather be than with them, interviewing for their residency program. Avoid making big plans during interview season so you can be sure that there won't be any conflicts. 2. Book trips that are within your budget. Traveling from program to program can get expensive. Plan ahead so that you don't get stuck without the means to make it to an interview. 3. Hash out logistics for the day of the interview. Determine how far the site is from where you'll be staying, when you'll have a chance to rest and eat, and even what outfit you'll be wearing. If you show up late, hungry, or wearing wrinkled, mismatched clothes, it could throw you off for the rest of the day. Part 5. Executing a great interview. 1. Start the day rested and relaxed. Get plenty of sleep the night before your interview. When you first arrive at the site, take a moment to yourself in your car or in a restroom to take deep breaths and calm yourself. Also, be sure not to drink too much coffee. You might think that it'll fire you up, but it can make you shaky, nervous, and prone to frequent bathroom trips. 2. Show interviewers, but don't tell them, why you're an ideal candidate. When you're asked questions about your strengths as a physician, or about what you've accomplished so far in your career, don't rattle off accolades or personal traits without context. Deliver your answer in the form of a story that will give your interviewers a thorough picture of the kind of person you are, not simply what you've achieved. 3. Stay calm when faced with difficult questions. Some questions given in residency interviews are designed to throw you off, or even to get a rise out of you. If you encounter a question that makes you panicky or uncomfortable, override that emotional reaction and answer it calmly and deliberately. Interviewers will want to see that you can remain calm under stress. 4. Be friendly to everyone you meet at the interview site. When they meet you, interviewers and faculty members will be assessing whether they will want to work with you. Maintain eye contact, be polite, and don't forget to smile. Operate as if every person you encounter throughout the day might weigh in on your selection. Chances are, most of them will have a say. 5. Be genuine in your questions, answers, and interactions. In the end, this interview is a chance to get to know you as a person, not as an abstract name attached to transcripts and resumes. Don't take pains to ask or say things you think your interviewers will want to hear. If you've prepared well, being your authentic self throughout your day of interviews will likely yield positive results. Thank you for watching. We trust that this information has been helpful. Please sign up and hit the bell for notifications of future content. You are welcome to further support this channel by becoming a patron. Like, share, subscribe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.